welcome to the Scratticus Academy. It is the finale of Eden, which makes me both very sad but very happy for things to come because I love this game so much. So please check out all the links that are coming up in chat now. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors in the form of Bird in the Storm and also Mage Hand Press, who we couldn't do this without, so thank you so much. You can also find links to our merch in the Discord and ways to support us and just join the community, so please check those out as well. Otherwise, let's hop around and say hello to everyone, and we will start with the very lovely Hans. Oh, hi.
Hey, I'm Hans. I love Eden. It's an awesome game. These are some of my best friends in the world of gaming and probably the world at large, period, let's just face it. And I'm happy to be here with them right now. That's all I got.
Awesome, thank you. And then we're going to hop down and say hello to very lovely Zelda. Oh, hi.
Hi, I'm Zelda, and I'm Vestal, and I am not going to die tonight.
But you still dressed in all black.
And I feel God in this chilly tonight.
Mark my freaking worms, I will not die tonight. And neither will Dot. That is my promise to you. Worms marked. Thank you.
Worms marked.
Them fighting words. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to hop over and say hi to Heavenly. Oh, hi.
That's me. Hello, I'm Heavenly. I'm streaming from a basement. So this is, I would like to just let everyone know, Bree has already had this conversation with me as she has streamed with me before. You know how in horror movies, people will be on a webcam and like something will be approaching from behind and no one will say anything because they're not 100% sure what's going on, so they don't want to alarm the person. You know what I'm talking about? And then the person is then murdered on webcam. If at any point any of you, like in chat, those of you I'm streaming with, if any of you see anything going on behind me, please tell me, like the moment you see it, because I would rather just know. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, I'm super excited to be here. I'm so excited to be murdered in this basement, live on twitch.tv, by the ghost of a probably like 1950s child.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's against Twitch terms and conditions for you to.
I don't think ghosts care about. I don't think ghosts care about terms and conditions. I don't think they signed anything.
I'm just saying.
Also, I don't think there's any terms about being grabbed by a ghost.
True.
You found the loophole. But yeah, that set the mood for the beginning of this. Okay, and then we're gonna hop over to the very lovely Bree. Oh, hi.
Hello, it's NPC Bree, and I'm playing Dot. I'm not freaking out, you're freaking out. And I'm gonna keep telling myself that, and if anything happens to Vestal, I'm going to make Zelda feel bad about it in real life. Confirmed.
Nothing is gonna happen.
Something bad is gonna happen. I feel it in all of my old achy bones.
Listen, I talked to Alice. Nothing bad is gonna happen to Dot.
He's
genuinely had a conversation with me.
I know, no. She was telling me about it, and I told her to not fucking do it. Vestal has to fucking live. We're not gonna have this fight before we start the stream. We'll have the fight during and after.
Okay, that. Stay tuned.
Last but certainly not least, Renee.
Hi, I'm Renee. Don't worry, y'all. I've got my noodles, I've got cake in the fridge, and I have my handy dandy tissues because I know I'm gonna need them because I did cry through a lot of Just Because You Can. It was a really good game. It was really good. It was really emotional. So I'm prepared to be a wreck again here on Eden. And the one thing I can really rest on and count on is that we do have Eden Fall Cast releasing by the end of 2019. So there is more Eden. There's going to be this fam is sticking together, and this story is not done. But I definitely embraced for whatever comes tonight. So that's Edenfall. It's a podcast coming up by the end of the year, and it's in pre-production right now, but you can check it out on Twitter at EdenfallCast. You can also find my other podcast, Fate and the Fable Maidens, which is family-friendly D&D. That's at Fate FM Cast on social media. I love these folks. Scratticus Academy days are Wednesdays and always have been for me, and it's such a joy. I love being here on Wednesdays with this beautiful, beautiful group of people. Truly my family, truly my friends. And so yeah, I'm pretty sure I do other things, like write for the Academy Patreon. I actually wrote an article about showing emotions on stream earlier this week that is very relevant to my last game and probably this game. And I'm pretty sure I do other things too. So check out my Twitter, I guess, RayDNR, because everything else is going out of my mind right now. I think I'm ready. I think.
I'm glad you are, because I'm not. So, last week...
I can stall for another 20 minutes if you want.
Not ready. Never ready.
As much as I kind of want to see that, I should probably keep going. And last week, the group found themselves in the hospital. This sort of hospital care center, study center is all sort of a thing mixed into one. And we had a lot of conversations, effectively, in the waiting room. Emotions getting out, things that wanted to be said. And we also found Telemachus. And Telemachus was released and let out and ran towards to try and find Blister, who she hadn't seen for so long. And as everyone followed after her, Dot and Vestal stopped. Dot heard her voice being called from a room with a glass-ish sort of door, and a woman with long dark hair, the same sort of almost like hospital clothing that Telemachus was wearing, and the crystal, just like Vestal's, at the center of her forehead. And she started speaking to Dot. And that's where we'll pick back up from. And Dot, you can look at this woman with a very plain look on her face. There doesn't seem to be any happiness there. There doesn't seem to be any aggression there. It's a very unreadable, plain face, straight mouth, straight eyes. She doesn't seem to blink a lot. She sort of looks at you and tips her head to the side.
Dot's going to try this once again while staring at Dawn because she's terrified to take her eyes off of her. She's going to, with her hands still pointed, because she's got both of her hands out like this, Vestal, get the others.
If there's something scaring you in that room, I'm not leaving you alone.
Vestal, it's her.
All the more reason not to leave.
She's in a cage. Get them. Because I can't do anything by myself, and you're not going anywhere near her. Don't make me do something stupid, Vestal.
Something stupid would be leaving you alone with her.
She blinks once at you, Dot.
Don't blink at me. Don't move. Don't even stop.
If she's anything like me, she can attack you through that cage.
Well, then you better hurry, Vestal, before she throws 2 doors into me.
We both have to get out of here, or neither of us is leaving.
Yeah, and then what? She escapes?
If she wanted to escape, she'd do it anyway.
Call them then, at least. But stay down there.
Yeah, I'll turn my back for a moment and just yell and see if I can catch anyone's attention.
Okay, roll me an intellect check more just to see how your nerves are.
Let's see if my rolls are not bad.
Good
Not bad
rolls.
tonight.
Yeah, no, you can yell down the corridor. And as excuse me, as she's yelling, Dawn remains unmoved. But she still watches you. Sort of her brow tenses a little bit. You are all so interesting.
Well, I'm glad you think so. You've been playing this little game with us over and over, destroying Eden, Adam Watson, all of it, over and over. I'm glad you find us interesting.
And at that, her eyebrows raise and she smiles. And she leans in closer to the glass. I didn't destroy Eden.
What do you mean?
And she leans back again.
Oh my god. Wait a second. Hold on. Bree needs a moment. Her two brain cells just started rubbing together for the first time in months, and conspiracy theories, I'm starting to sweat.
I mean, you, as humans, are so interesting. Your little... And her head weaves to the side slightly. Obsessions. She looks in the direction of Vestal.
Don't look.
Relationships. I want to learn more about you. That's all.
We're not science experiments. You want to learn about people. You don't put them through hell. You get a job at a bakery, I don't know, and talk to your customers. You go on a few dates. You travel. You don't unleash a cold that kills so many. You don't create a super virus that destroys a city.
I'm not allowed to leave. That's why I do it this way. You see, Adam was so eager to please. He was interesting. Again, humans are so odd, very easy. You react to everything. Atmosphere, music, people, danger. It's interesting.
What are you if not human, Dawn?
I'm the true race of this planet. Simple.
Her eyes are going to just like quickly dart to Vestal and back.
Yes, she is. She sort of just notices your eyes dart.
Is that why you want to destroy Eden?
I don't want to destroy Eden.
Then why do you?
And she leans forward again. I want to play with it.
Humanity is not a toy. It is not a game. We may not live for hundreds and thousands of years, but we do live and we feel. And that's not something to play with, you psycho. Oh my god. And her hands go from like these pointed fingers to like this uncontrollable frustration with this woman. How do you do it? How do you destroy Eden?
I don't destroy Eden.
Then who destroys Eden?
Humanity, as you put it. Give people something wonderful and they'll find a way to destroy it. It's interesting. You should try watching sometimes.
Well, seems I've been too busy the past year cleaning up your messes, Dawn.
If you watched closer, you would have cleaned them up quicker.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Oh, you haven't disappointed. In fact, you've done it again. It's interesting how you all repeat yourselves over and over, every timeline. Creatures of habit. I'm not disappointed at all. This is merely another interesting fact to mark down. Your behavior is very predictable.
Oh? Then what do I do next, Dawn?
I don't know. What do you do? I'm an observer.
Right. You put colds and viruses and destroy technology, people's lives, people's homes, people's sense of securities, so you can see how they react in your little puzzle.
Yes.
So how did you get Telemachus put in here?
She's human. It's easy.
Okay.
Pass a few odd rumors around. Make someone look a little bit crazy. In fact, I think you did it at Screen Children. Screen Care, didn't you?
Rachel.
You convinced her she was mad. It's very easy.
In my defense, I was not there. How do you do it from here?
Every now and then I like to go for a walk.
How do you do that?
And she
Oh,
looked
God.
down at her clothes and she stepped straight through the glass, so she stands in front of you. Like this.
Get back.
It's easy when people think you are incarcerated. You can wander around more freely.
That's true.
You can learn more that way.
You are right. So where do we go from here, Dawn?
I'm going to go for another walk. And she turns and starts walking towards the corridor.
Towards Vestal?
In that direction, yes.
Okay. Yeah, no. Dot's going to charge at her.
Okay. Roll a mic for me.
At what point do I hear things happening?
I mean, you
commotion?
did definitely see her teleport through the wall, that's for
Just
sure.
I was
Step through
facing
the
the other way
glass.
at first,
Yeah.
so
I'm gonna use my advantage roll because I feel like I need to. Yeah, I do. What the
There are no advantages in Eden.
You run towards her. And Vestal, this is when you turn around because you can hear the fast change in footsteps with Dot, and you turn around just in time to watch Dawn turn around, and Dot, she grabs you by the throat and starts to lift you up.
Oh, I'm freaking there. I almost swore.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Wait, do we not swear in this game?
You can
I mean,
Yeah, are we
I
not
can.
supposed to stare? Are
I
we
was say,
not
I
supposed to
swear like
swear?
every 7 seconds.
Wait, hold on.
Maybe
Listen.
it's just a Zelda thing. It's okay.
I swear, I just feel wrong doing it on stream around my family.
Aw.
Okay, yeah, I'm using my far step, which is just, I move quickly. It's a really bad
Don't go
roll.
near her.
to move up very, very closely, very quickly. You're right there, straight away.
I am going to try and break her grip off of Dot's throat.
Roll a might check for me, please.
I mean, if it doesn't work, I do have a skill specifically designed to get out of this.
I'm going to roll with advantage.
Thank you, Mirrors. That gives an advantage to Dot.
Thanks, I need it.
That's a 4 and a
Okay.
5.
So what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to break her grip off of Dot. I will grab Dot and then, like, pull her into, like, away from her grip.
Yeah, you can feel a resistance at first, and then Dawn just lets go and continues walking down the corridor. Back with the others. The rest of you have been chasing after Telemachus, who is happily charging towards this waiting room. You can hear yelling, Blister, Blister, like trying to like run out, and she opens this room and he's not there. And she's looking confused, and she looks back at Artie, JD, and Coil and Soren, just like, where is he?
He was just here.
Oh, okay,
Wait, are the Wismos gone too?
not your two. Those two
Okay,
are
good.
fully attached in this presence.
I mean,
And she pauses and looks at all of you together. Where's the other two?
what?
What?
They were just here. JD's like, no, looking around. She takes in Kirill and Tari. They're there. Okay, good.
You can see them; they're still waiting in the waiting room. Like Telemachus has burst in, and
I
Kirill has
open-
barely
I open
lifted.
my-
Like, look.
But oh
gonna-
shit.
Open
Dot.
my body signature thing.
Yeah,
to
you
see where they
can.
are.
You can sense Dot and Vestal's body signatures in the
Stress
same
levels?
corridor.
Peak. Dot has never been more stressed in her life. Ever.
And you can sense it straight in the corridor where you found Telemachus.
It appears that they are still a little ways behind us. Perhaps they have stopped for more private conversation.
Where are they? Whereabouts have they stopped? As sort of Telemachus comes over to you.
I will hold my arm out for her and I will say, I have registered everyone's body stink and I am able to find them no matter where they are.
And you show her, and her face drops. You can all see that. And she starts to panic. And she starts to run back the way you came, all of you. And you can probably, you hear more footsteps coming round the corner at this point in the corridor ahead of you. And Telemachus sort of comes to a skidding halt, almost falls over as you see this woman with long dark hair round the corner, same hospital clothes as Telemachus, that crystal at the center of her forehead. She starts to walk down the corridor towards you. Hello. As she walks towards all of you, You see her throw a hand out and knock Telemachus completely against the wall and crash into the side. And she starts to walk
Grandma.
inches away from all of you. Do you do anything, or do you just wait?
Can we see Dot and Vestal?
You can't see Dot and Vestal.
Is she unconscious?
It doesn't say whether she's unconscious or not, but you can tell it's more that she's stressed, so you can guess from that she's probably conscious.
But she was just thrown against a wall?
Oh, Telemachus, sorry. No, Telemachus is unconscious, yes.
Okay. I was like, I would also be stressed if I was just thrown against a wall. Okay. This is not how I expected my day to go. Ugh, I have so much work to do. And now she's walking away from us?
No, towards you.
Okay.
Okay.
She's stepped over Telemachus.
Okay.
She's walking towards you, Artie, Soren, and Jake.
I will knife arms. And I will put my arms out like this and like block, put myself in front of everyone. I'm gonna T-pose.
JD is gonna start fumbling for her gun. She was frozen for a second and now she's not, but her right arm is steady, her left arm is shaking, and she draws it, but it's still got the safety on, and she's just lifting it and pointing it and shaking.
What is Artie doing?
Artie's really confused. This doesn't make any sense. I don't know what she needs from any of us. He's trying to take in that situation.
Okay. You feel Soren grip your arm. Not out of panic, but just holding onto you. And Coil, you're in front of everyone. And this woman, Dawn, walks right up to you. Even if you're in this T-pose, she stands about here. Hello again.
Do I know you?
Not yet. No. Do you miss Adam?
Not terribly.
Interesting. I need you to roll a might check to resist her.
Okay, I will. And I will use my advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it works better for you.
Let me get it so I can actually see what my roll is. All right, here we go.
She looks like she reaches out to grab you, but as you do, you are able to are you swiping her hand away?
Slap at her.
You start, yeah.
Do a knife arm slap.
No, I'm not gonna try and cut her. I'm just gonna elbow
Cut
her.
whole hand off, just right
And
off.
as soon as she moves towards me and I elbow her hand out of the way, I'm gonna bring my arms into a more appropriate defensive positioning.
Are you trying to hurt her to stop her from?
No, I'm just
No, you're literally
blocking
just
her.
blocking her. Yeah, you can easily block her. And she sort of shakes her hand a little bit. Looks down at it and then looks you up and down. I really want to ask you some questions. You've developed a lot more than when I last saw you. Thank you for delivering Eden to Adam and I. Please. And she holds out her hand now. She's not trying to take you. She holds her hand out.
What do you mean? Thank you for delivering Eden.
It couldn't have been programmed without you. You couldn't have released Adam without you. Thank you. Even if he's... And she looks over at Soren, and that's probably the first hint of aggression you see. Even if he was wiped from the system. He was a clever mind. But then you knew that. You taught him. You looked after him.
What questions do you have for me?
They have... I have images to show you to stimulate the questions and the answers. Hello, Raiders! Hello, Madam Gandalf! Please. I believe the images will help find out who you are and what you want.
What are the images on? What is she handing me?
She's not handing you anything, she's just holding her hand up to you. I won't keep you long.
Will you leave my friends alone until after you have shown me these images?
She holds her hands up. I will not harm them at all. In fact, I won't lay a hand on them.
She doesn't have to!
You will show me what happened after we left Screen Care.
And during.
I will rotate my arm so my knife hand is like, you know, I'll give her my hand.
She takes your hand, very gently actually. And Artie and JD, you see Coil disappear. Almost
Shit.
like a static.
I curse.
So they can't. That was the cutest thing I think you've ever done. I cursed.
Where did they go?
When did they go?
When did they go?
And Dawn turns to look over to the three of you. Soren steps in front of both of you. Not far, just a tiny bit. Like she's now got one hand on each of you.
Soren, I don't think you need to disappear too. I don't think there's anything.
I won't make her disappear.
No, the other thing. You disappearing. Don't.
And Dawn steps forward. And I won't make her disappear. I just need to show Coil something. Your friends are fine. They attacked me first. But she does that every time. It's easy to expect.
Where did you put Coil? Where did you send them?
In a room full of screens.
To Adam.
Adam's not here. Now I know in all of our sessions you were paranoid that he's never left. But he's gone, JD.
Oh! I knew it. Who called it?
We were all
Dot
thinking
called it.
It's
Well,
obvious.
everyone called it.
Everyone suspects all my NPCs.
No. That one in particular.
Pattern here.
Dot was very heavy from the beginning. That one was wrong. That one was the wrong one.
JD shoots.
Roll for me. Roll a mic. Unless
Okay.
have you got weapons set up?
Oh no, I don't have weapons set up. I always forget something on my character sheets, and that
Roll a
is...
might for me.
Okay. I do have proficiency with small weapons as of this last level up, but
You fire.
What?
And you strike her right in the shoulder, and you hear her cry out, and she drops to the floor, more out of just grabbing her shoulder and hissing in pain. Vestal, an explosion of pain hits you in the shoulder, and Dot, you can hear Vestal scream as you both fall into the floor here.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Vestal, what is it? Vestal, what's wrong?
It's just pain. It's. I'm just clutching whatever the arm that is
Your
basically...
left shoulder is currently, it feels hot. It feels like it's, but there's no mark there. There's nothing there at all. But my God, does this hurt? It's almost like someone just shot you.
It's just pain. I can't. And I'm gonna, whatever clothing I have over my shoulder, I'm gonna pull it off and see if it's bleeding or anything.
Yeah, and I mean, Dot's like, medical mom, like ripping clothes.
Yeah, you can't see anything. The one thing that you can do, thank you, Michael Wayne, that is donated for an advantage to Zelda.
Thank you.
You can feel the heat, Dot. You can feel like the heat radiating off of it, and obviously the heightened levels of sensitivity and the stress level and the heart rate of Vestal going up.
Is there a way that this, maybe I can like sever a connection? Do I feel something
Can
like?
sense a connection.
Can I sense a connection first of all? If that's true.
Roll an intellect for me, or use one of your abilities. Either one is up to you.
I don't think I have an ability for that. I'm just gonna roll straight intellect without an advantage and
Okay.
hope I get something good.
Hey!
Thank you.
Okay. You feel a connection, but mainly because you hear a voice in your head. Hurts, doesn't it? And JD and Artie, back where you are, you hear Dawn say, hurts, doesn't it? As she stands up and straightens. Thank you for all the information, JD. I really did enjoy our chat.
fuck you.
Yep. You said that last time as well.
That's how this is gonna go. You're going to keep saying what we did last time, what we've done wrong.
It's
Yeah,
fine. I need to have a conversation with you. And the floor beneath you gives way, and Artie and Soren, you see JD disappear.
Ugh.
And now it's just Artie and Soren. Artie, you're faced with Dawn, who is bleeding.
Okay, Soren, I don't think we should do anything. I
Soren,
honestly can't imagine we're going to be able to do anything to her.
Soren has sort of stepped fully in front of you. You saw like the first reaction, initial panic to try and reach for JD, but it happened too fast. And Dawn looks at you. Can you please follow me into this room? I want to show you something. And she walks towards one of the doors. Like this was one of the corridors with the many doors on. He just opens the door. And Soren looks at you.
We have to follow her, but this feels way too much like Adam. I mean, there's definitely whatever we do it's gonna be bad.
Well, he must have learnt it from someone.
Wow, all this gold is for me? Thank
And she's sort of, again, she's got your arm, but she's making sure she's in between you and her. And you walk into this room. The door closes, and you're in a plain room. We're gonna head back to Dot and Vestal. What are you doing?
Does Vestal tell me about the whole psychic connection thing?
I definitely, she's in my head. Something she said, there's some kind of connection between me and her.
This is why I told you to stay away. We have to.
If this was going to happen anyway, it wouldn't have mattered if I was here or there.
Maybe. Can you?
We have to move.
Yes, we have to get to everyone because she's headed that way.
I'm going to attempt to stand up. I'm assuming that there is.
You can do
All
that.
of Dot's help.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that easily. It's not.
And
then
we're moving as fast as Vestal can, or as fast as Dot can, because Vestal has magic powers.
I am going to attempt to sever whatever connection and like push her out. I don't know if that's even something I can roll for, but hey.
You can try pushing and roll an intellect.
I'm gonna roll with advantage. It didn't help.
You just hear tutting in your head.
Get out of my head.
And you come round on the corridor and you see Telemachus holding onto her head. Your friends are no longer there, and she's sort of struggling to get up, and she's like, Dot, Vestal, where are you? Like sort of trying to find you. You can tell she's trying to get to her feet.
We're coming. Where's Dawn?
Dawn was... and you can see blood coming down the side of Telemachus's head where she's been like struck. You can tell that she's been thrown against the wall. And she's like, I don't know. Vestal. And she sort of grabs you, Vestal, by the arm, almost dragging you down to her. Can you sense where she is?
I can only try. She's spoken to me, but that's all I know.
Okay. And she looks to you, Vestal, and to you, Dot. We have to find the others.
You also said you're smart. Can you help me with this?
I'm not psychic.
No, but apparently you can get in my head.
Okay, help me up. And she sort of holds her hands out to both of you. Under no circle.
And Dot's gonna like quickly like look at her eyes real quick to make sure they're at least dilated the same before she tries to stand.
Yeah, they're slightly slower. You can actually see the back of her head where the wall has got a mild crack in it at the force that Dawn has thrown Telemachus against this wall.
Oh, Telemachus. Is she bleeding badly? Do I have to bandage her head real quick?
It's not bleeding badly. It's almost like a knock. You can see it starting to like clot already, just to stop. But it's more that you can tell she may have a concussion, like a mild concussion. And she's not probably thinking 100% straight.
Would you like some pain medication?
No, I don't need that. I don't need that. If anything, this is keeping me awake.
Okay. All right. Alley-oop.
And you both stand. And you can heave her up. And Coil, you find yourself almost reappear in a room. A room with not really walls or anything like that, as you're surrounded by screens. And all around you, there are screens on the ceiling, screens on the walls, and you see a small chair at the center, empty, but very much like the one from Screen Care, the one where Adam Watson sat. And one of the screens flickers, and Dawn's face appears. Hello. Sorry about that. It's just easier to talk to you more privately. It's easier to understand you that way. All of you.
Where am I?
In a room in the Institute. Don't worry. You're not back at Screen Care.
If I want to leave this room, will you let me?
And it's almost like she looks around even though she's on the screen. What door are you going to use? And you realize there are no doors in this room. Let me just show you some things, and I'll return you to your friends.
Show me then.
And the screens start to flicker. All show something not very different. They look to be different days where you were monitoring Adam Watson. You see him as a young teenager. You see him throughout various stages of your time with him. All the different things he's learning. And you see you both talking with one another. You see Adam Watson smile. You see him laugh. You see him shake hands with you. And you hear Dawn's voice on the top screen. It's quite sweet, really. He has gained such an attachment to you. He wouldn't let me just dispose of you easily, so it would be much easier to escape. He made me promise to let you live.
Are you the one who turned me back on?
Every now and then. Sometimes it was Telemachus, but I don't think she realized I was doing the same. I wanted to see you interact with the world, wipe your memory, and do it again. And again, to see if you changed in any way. See if you developed. And Crowbar found you. And then the screens flicker over to Crowbar. And you see images of Crowbar talking to Dot at the clinic. You see her in the club. You see her collecting scrap. You see her laughing and sometimes punching some of the roommates. And you see her how you've never seen her before, when you've been switched off and powered down. And she's just talking to you over and over about many things. About how, first of all, it's how much easier scrapping is going to be now that she's got a robot companion to help her carry things and search for things. But you notice as the days go on, it's, I miss talking to you. I'm looking forward to showing you new things. I can't wait for you to see this place called The Edge I've found. And that scarf around her head, every now and then, if there's a bit of oil on you or something, she takes it off and she wipes it off of your face. And it's like you can see it from your point of view on this screen. And then Dawn's voice comes back. She wanted to show you so much. So much. You were more than a robot to her, which was interesting. Humans develop attachments, it seems, to material goods.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Interesting.
To see two people develop an attachment to a cold machine and have them all treat you so horribly, like you were something strange, something unworthy, something dangerous.
She pauses and nods. It was very frustrating. And then all the screens, it flashes up and you see Coil dead in the streets. So I stopped it. Again, humans are easy to manipulate. It took one word from me to pass to another, to pass to... You've not met Dot's mother, have you? She's dead now too. The matron was interesting, but they're not real mother. It depends, because again, you all get attachments to certain people and give them names or titles they don't really deserve. But yes, Crowbar frustrated me. How do you feel? Do you feel? How do you feel, if you do, that Crowbar may have cared for you as more than a helper, as more than part of the furniture?
I will never know how that will make me feel. I do not speculate.
How do you feel that you'll never know how it feels? Or will you? See, one of your friends, another one, I'll get to them in a minute. Soren's developed feelings, which is interesting. Are you?
What I feel is sadness for you. I have only had this family for a short time, and already they would do so much for me. Even when I tried to push them away, they were always by my side. And you have, in all of your relivings of the past, never experienced that. And even though I do not have a heart, I have experienced love. Something you will never know. And
True.
for that, I am sad.
I am glad you have developed emotions enough to tell me this. If I killed one of them, how would that make you feel? I'm interested.
It would just be another reason that I would enjoy killing you.
I think you should. Kill me, I mean. It would make you feel better, wouldn't it? Much better.
It would not make me feel better. but it would be a start to rebalancing things.
Interesting. You have developed very interesting.
Looks like we got a
And
nerf
there is a
them.
long pause again. Hello, raiders. Hail. Hello. And she stands on the screen, like she sits back, and you can see a view, almost like a huge glass window behind her with that ocean, that water, the sea behind her. And she flashes up those images of Crowbar again. And then on each screen there's a different face. JD, Artie, Dot, Vestal, and Soren. Pick one.
Is she on a screen?
She's on a screen.
And each face has its own
Here's your
screen.
lesson plan.
Each face has its own screen.
What will you do to the one that I pick?
I will go talk to them.
Good, good. Here's your lesson plan.
Talk to
Ask
them about what?
I will show them things and ask them questions like I have you.
I walk towards the screen that has Dawn's face.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of look over her features, just take in the face, and as I'm seeing all of these memories and remembering what my interactions with her were like before, or what Adam had told me about her.
Mm.
You love to play games, and you are always indulged endlessly. There is no choice that I can make that you would not already know about. I have not had choices often in my life, and perhaps I never have. Maybe there is no free will, and everything
Looks
I
like we got a
do
nerf
has
them.
already been mapped out in my hardware, in my software, in the circuits that run beneath my cold skin. But right now, it feels like a choice when I tell you that I will not be playing your game. And I'm gonna pick up the chair and I'm gonna throw it at the screen that has Dawn's face.
Yeah, show me Mike. Hang on.
Hell yeah, Coil. Hell yeah.
Can you roll a mic for me, please? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You throw it and you completely smash the screen with her face on, and it shatters. And heavenly, you get an advantage from other dog. And you throw it and it shatters. All the screens start to shatter, sort of start to drop and fall away. And you can see where you've ripped this chair out of the ground. It's almost like a tunnel, like a shaft out.
I will go towards the tunnel, but before I leave, I'll just kind of look around at all of the destruction and say, I know that you're still listening and probably still watching. It will be maybe easier for you when I finally kill you to know that you saw me coming all along. And then I will crawl in the tunnel.
Okay. JD.
Yo.
You slide down this shaft, basically, this space. And it reminds you of when you were traveling underground in the ship of Eden. And you soon come to a landing. It's more like a skidding halt than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in a very small room again. In fact, there's no screens in this room at all. But a door opens and Dawn walks in. She walks forward and crouches in front of you where you sit. Hello.
Where are my friends?
Some upstairs, some downstairs, some on the same level that you were on.
What do you want?
Answers.
Oh, haven't I given you enough of those? Huh?
No, that was just information.
Never enough for you then.
So you're supposed to be smart. You're Telemachus' descendant. She will gift you something that will help you survive this. A band. The time travel device. How does that make you feel? You and Soren survive. And then you'll loop again and again and again.
No. I don't need to feel any way about that because we're all going to survive this. Me, Soren, Marty, Dot, Vestal, all of us. Coil, Kirill, Tari, Telemachus, all of us. This one's different, Dawn.
If I gave you a device that allowed you to travel through time, who would you go back and kill? I want to see if your answer is different this time.
I wouldn't go back and kill anybody.
And she nods. It's probably for the best. It wouldn't... Well, depending on your answer, of course, it may not change a lot of things. You could kill Adam, I suppose. You could go back, but then you'd never meet Artie, Dot, Vestal. You could go back and kill me.
That's
But
where
then-
you and I differ, Dawn. Your games play with people's lives. People die. I don't want people to die.
But if a death could save many, then what?
There's always another way. No matter how many times we loop, no matter how many times you've seen us do the same thing, there is another way, there is another ending to this. This time is different.
Why? And she looks genuinely intrigued. This doesn't look to be like a playful or a antagonizing look on her face. She genuinely looks like she's wondering why, and you look into those almost stale eyes and you don't see hate, you don't see glee, you don't see anger, you see genuine intrigue.
Because I'm different. Because I'm confident. Because I don't have to be what I was afraid I would be.
So you would never change everything from a year ago, Dot being poisoned, or the explosion, or your mother getting sick, or that microwave you seem so very attached to,
Kevin.
and the death of all those arties that you saw. And a screen does flicker up on the wall behind her, and you see it. You see the explosion in the elevator, and you witness the death of someone who looks very much like your friend.
I wouldn't do anything to risk losing my family. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't kill anybody. I wouldn't even unkill somebody. And God, that's painful to say. I wish I could undo that every single day. Hell, you know that.
I do.
But I wouldn't. Because everything that happened led us here. To who we are now, to the relationships we have now, the connections, the people we've met, the friendships. Our family is powerful, Dawn, and so no matter that I wouldn't change the events that lead to now, the events from now are going to be different than any you've seen before.
JD, if you change the future, what will you do after this? Will you go beyond the edge? Will you go and have a look at what's out there? Will you discover more? Will you trust Vestal after this?
Of course I will trust Vestal. Vestal's not you.
No, but neither one can exist without the other.
I didn't take you for a fool, Dawn.
You are no fool, JD. It's why I like you. It's why I like all of you. Like's a tough, strong word. It's why I find you all interesting.
I don't know what I'll do, Dawn. I don't have to know. All I know is that I'm going to walk out of here with the people that I love. We're gonna go home. We're going to bake a cake. We're going to eat that cake. We're going to stay together. We're going to continue to grow together.
I appreciate that. And I know you will try again and again if it fails. If it does fail, remember you and Soren only have each other, and she is going to need you after this. You may proceed. Thank you for answering my questions. She looks towards the door as she stands up.
JD wants to punch her in the forehead with her metal arm.
Yeah, roll a mic for me.
Yes.
My poor Vestal. My poor wife. My poor alien witch wife. Why does everyone gotta hurt her?
It's okay. It's worth it.
You.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure JD still does not realize the
Yeah, no, none of you. No, none of
connection.
you.
Yeah.
And you do. And she falls back and she stays there for a moment. And she does cry out. She smiles briefly, but you do see blood run down from her, like her temple, her crown. And she sort of blinks a few times. After you.
JD will leave.
And Vestal and Dot, you're walking down this corridor, you're helping Telemachus. And Vestal, you feel like a force hits you and it almost knocks you back. As much as it's a hard hit, it's also the mixture of the shock because you can't see anything, there's nothing incoming. And you take it and you fall and you drag Telemachus. Dot, I'll leave it up to you if you go down with them. But Telemachus isn't as stable right now, but you can see Vestal probably a bit dazed, laying on the floor, and that blood starts to run from their temple and then down their crown.
What is happening? Telemachus, what is happening?
And again, like Telemachus dazed herself slightly out of it and looks over at Vestal and sort of helps Vestal sit up. It's just, okay, right. And she looks concussed, like Telemachus looks concussed. She's like, listen, we cannot, under any circumstances, let Dawn fall. Dawn falls, Eden falls. Vestal falls. Do you understand me? I don't know if I'm making sense. You can tell that she's struggling to focus. But it's like, need to just find a way to
Come to the academy. Please take your seats.
knock her out, null, whatever it is. Listen, I had a plan. And she
Okay.
starts to think again.
Well, you need to sit and stop trying to think of it right now, okay?
I always think, I never don't think.
If you sedate me, will it knock her out?
I don't know if that's how it works.
Doesn't work like that. Like, and you see Telemachus sort of slump slowly to the side.
And Dot's gonna like kind of like push her against the wall and like lean her there. I don't have tools for a concussion right now, Telemachus. So I'm gonna ask you to stay right here. Is Dawn the life force of Eden?
As long as she grows, Eden grows. If she falls, Eden falls.
Is that what?
It's part of the race. It's the same way if Vestal created something, if Vestal fell, it would fall. But they're all linked via this. So she sort of almost slaps her forehead like
Okay, no touching yourself. No, careful with your hands.
So how do we deal with this long term?
That's my plan. And she sort of like slumps again. Under Eden, you've got the cryo chambers, right?
Yes.
We've got the cryo chambers, we knock her out, we do something. There's a cryo chamber in this facility. It'll last maximum about 6 hours. You knock her out, get her in that. You put her in the cryo tube. There's a device somewhere. And she starts patting herself down, and again realizing she's in like hospital wear, not really. This is a time device. If I can lock it onto that, we can send her so far into the future. She can't affect anything in the past. She will still be frozen, even if someone wakes her up at some point.
Is it the device like the one that JD had when she came back to see me?
I don't know. Like, I guess it's like, I wasn't there.
Vestal, do you still have the sketch?
Which sketch?
The sketch of the watch. The time-traveling watch. It was in your bag.
I can look, and I will just search my bag and kind of rifle through whatever papers I have in and try and find.
You've got scraps of paper and you can find it.
Is it this Telemachus?
And she like squints and really looks like she's focusing. That. I need that. I can rewire it to have a one-way trip and die. The battery can die as soon as it arrives. But we need to knock her out, and we need to get her in the cryo tube.
What is that going to do to Vestal?
The cryo tube shouldn't do anything. You technically sit on different timelines. You won't feel anything.
But she will feel being knocked out, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that her shoulder was wounded, and I'm guessing now her head has been wounded by a bunch of angry people who think killing her will stop this.
Correct.
And you couldn't have told us that before you ran to go find your...
I was very excited about seeing basically my dad, who I've not seen. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were gonna stop and have a chat with the big whatever.
Right. This has happened how many times and failed how many times? And
I told you this time not to talk to anyone, and you did. And you'll do it again. She's gonna wind you up, Dot, and you're gonna kill her again and again, and you'll kill Vestal, and then that will destroy Eden. Everything will collapse.
It's me?
You lose your temper because she winds you up, as she always did. It's what she does because she knows your temper. It's how Adam Watson killed you. She was testing you again. Of course he wanted you to kill him. You're the only one in this group that has killed before.
Knock her out.
You knock her out, and like Telemachus turns to Vestal. I'm really sorry, but it's gonna hurt.
It already hurts.
And you're not the original, so we can't do it the other way around. And by original, I don't mean offensively. I mean like she's older. Like Telemachus is not making much sense anymore.
And what about all the others with the gems?
There's only a few. They'll feel this too.
That poor old woman.
Well, at least she's in a good facility. I popped a hole through my cup.
We don't have time to waste.
No, we don't. We have to keep moving. Telemachus?
Yes.
If we leave you here, are you in danger?
Don't leave me here. Take me with you. You're going to need someone to program that thing as fast as possible. Then you need to make your way down to the second floor on the ward where you will find cryo chambers.
Can you help me locate her? You asked if I could do it myself. I don't know if I can. I can try.
Okay. And she starts just like rambling, and she again fumbles around, and she sort of goes underneath her shirt where her shoulder is and pulls out this tiny, it's minuscule, it's like a small metal pin, and it's a silver tree. This is going to give you one opportunity. And you may roll with advantage here because of this. It heightens your senses. Once it's used, it's used. And then she sort of falls back and closes. You can see she's awake, but she closes her eyes almost out of being so tired. You roll me 2 intellect checks, please.
I am going to pocket that pin, and I'm going to use one of my advantages to try and do it without using the pin.
Okay.
Intellect, right?
Yes, intellect, please.
Woo!
Okay. You reach... well, describe what this looks like, first of all, and I'll tell you what it does. How is Vestal looking right now?
Vestal in her, like, sitting kind of, I'm picturing her, like, sitting up against a wall, just kind of in that position where, like, if someone had a migraine and was trying to, like, cover their eyes with their hands and just focusing and, like, shaking slightly, and the tattoo is almost flickering a white light, and it dims, and she just looks up towards the two. I think I have an idea where she is.
And you can sense that on about 2 floors down, you sense her presence. It's almost like a bat. You get glimpses, like flashes. It's like you're picking up the sound that is around this, and you see Dawn walking down the corridor, going down a set of stairs and opening a new door. And you get a brief glimpse inside of these outlines of Artie and Soren. And the door closes and it goes, but you have got a location. You can also, with this on that roll, you can see where JD is, and you can see where Coil is. Coil seems to be within the walls. You're not too sure why. Doing their thing again, but they are in the right building this time, so it's okay.
They're climbing up the right hotel.
They're in the right building.
She's a few floors down, and I can sense the others too.
You can sense the others. Are they safe?
They're alive.
What's Coil doing?
I have no idea.
Dot's gonna try and call Coil.
You can call Coil, and Coil, what is your state right now? Is your basically
I'm crawling through this tunnel.
You're basically in like an air shaft sort of thing, like the air ducts and stuff like that. You can see light ahead where you can drop out into the corridor and see it.
Okay, I'm crawling towards the light.
And you can hear that ringing.
I answer it. I say, "Thank you for calling Coil's phone. This is Coil."
Please leave a message. It's just a paddle sound.
Shwit. Coil, are you safe?
Yes, I am. Where are you? And
Listen,
Vestal.
that doesn't matter right now. Was Dawn injured?
I do not know. I could only see Dawn through a screen. She transported me to some strange room.
Nothing happened to her shoulder that you remember?
I do not know. I was not there. I took her hand as soon as she came upon all of us and was transported immediately. I do not know what happened afterwards, only that she was with me.
Well, I need you to hear something very loud and very clear. We can't kill Dawn. If Dawn dies, Eden dies. If Dawn dies, Vestal dies. They're all connected to Dawn. So I need you to do something that only you can do, because you're the only one who can find all of us in this place. You're the only one who can read us like you do. I need you to find me a very strange little device. It's somewhere here, and I'm guessing it's in Telemachus's effects, but I don't know where that would be. I need you to find, and then she's going to describe what the watch looks like. She's going to like describe the measurements of it, the size of it, just base everything she can off this sketch. I need you to find this and get it to me. Or to wherever Telemachus is. I know you can't read her, but she's with Vestal and I. She needs this device, and it's the only way we can destroy Telemachus without killing everyone. Can you do this for me?
Are you going to call the others and tell them not to kill or harm Dawn as well?
Yes, it's on my to-do list, but I needed to call you first because I need you to do this for me.
Okay, I was just making sure that you didn't want me to like check in with everyone first.
Hey,
I'm gonna start making calls. She's with. You were with her already. She hasn't injured you.
She's with JD.
I'm gonna call JD.
Bye.
Thank you. No, before she hangs up. No. She says it out loud. She doesn't. That's not me. That's Sandra.
Gotcha.
Coil, thank you.
Where does Telemachus feel that this watch is? With her things? Would it be in some security?
Telemachus was thrown through a wall almost into the cement and it cracked. She can barely speak coherently. And we're running out of time. All right, who's got the haunted music going? Oh no, it's the ghost.
It's
you guys, that's my basement. What the fuck?
turn on the light.
Burn the light.
Not good.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is going on? I don't even know where it's coming from. Oh my gosh. You guys, if I die,
I'm gonna be really, really mad.
Do we
Are we
win
sure it's not just-
automatically? If
They
Don't
could just
die
be
during the
double this whole time.
finale.
It's
This will be
very
the second season. Both seasons, you'll have a character who died if you die.
Wismo burst through the wall. No way.
it's coming from the darkness. Oh, it's Claudia. We were spooked. We were real proper spooked. I thought I was going to be killed by the ghost of a Victorian child.
With a mobile phone?
GPS calling her.
I just
Trying to
think,
find
why does this 1950s ghost child have a phone?
because we evolve. Even boomers have phones now. We've got this.
I don't know.
That
Sorry.
is
It's
such
okay.
a sound.
It's
That is
robotic
such a
audio.
sound.
It's fine.
Yeah, it sounds like Eden, which is why
Yeah.
it's so terrifying.
Yeah, I was fucking scared. I was like, oh, that's not coming from the game.
Yeah, that one
Ghost of
wasn't.
Adam.
Okay.
It's Adam.
Fuck Adam.
That was
All right.
spooky.
Love you,
So
Scrap.
then, yeah.
You
After-
never called me.
Fuck all.
Well,
I get angry, so don't. Dot has to stay calm. Dot's blood pressure has to lower. No, after she thanks Coil, she'll hang up.
Wait, no, that was my question. So I'm confused about where this
Oh.
Is it in the wall that Telly was thrown into?
No, I think before when she was brought here, she had things. She was not
Great.
in
Okay.
this hospital.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. I was just verifying.
But you're the only one who can find it and find me out of all of us. You're the only one who can do this, Coil.
All right. I'm on it.
Thank you. I have to go knock out Telemachus. I mean, Dawn. Shit.
Tanaka's like, what?
I have to go knock out Dawn and Bustle and carry her to a cryo chamber underneath in the basement. If you find it before you find me because I don't know how much Telemachus has in her left. I don't know, Coil. This is gonna be a real tight one.
I thought we had already disengaged the call. I'm like crawling.
Oh, I didn't know you were asking questions, so I was like, all right, we're gonna keep talking for hours. I can just sit here and talk to Coil for the next hour. No,
hang
no.
up
I
first.
thought you were going to
No.
hang up, so I didn't hang
No,
up.
you
But if
hang
you
up.
like, I
No,
would
you-
hang up first.
All right, fine. Dot hangs up and calls his JD. Fuck. I'm stressing.
Hi. JD is marching with a purpose. She's left the room that
JD.
Dawn was in. Yeah.
JD, can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you injured?
No.
Is Dawn injured?
Yes.
What happened to Dawn?
Well, I shot her and then I punched her.
All right, wow. I'm about to make you feel really bad about what you did. And I'm sorry in advance. Dawn can't die. If Dawn dies,
I wouldn't kill Dawn. Why would I? No, dear God, Dot.
listen to me, JD. Everything that happens to Dawn, Vestal feels.
Oh shit.
And worse,
Is Vestal with you?
Vestal is with me.
Can she hear me?
Yes.
Vestal, I'm sorry.
It's
Vestal,
okay.
I
You
didn't mean to
know.
punch you in the forehead or shoot you.
I mean, there's no blood. I don't think I'm gonna die.
Okay.
All right. This is the game plan, JD. She cannot die.
I'm not gonna kill her.
I need you to go to the basement and find a cryo chamber.
Okay.
We are going to, and I hate to say this, knock her out and get her to the cryo chamber.
I could always punch her in the forehead again.
No, she's playing a game, I'm guessing. I have
Okay.
a bad feeling that I'm going to have to do it with a lot of restraint. Because I found out that I destroy Eden. It's my fault.
Dot. This time's different. Remember that this time's different and make this time different.
I will. Meet me in the basement.
I'll find what we're looking for. I'll get it ready.
Thank you.
Okay. And we're gonna hop over to Artie and Soren.
JD does promptly hang up. I do want to make that clear. The call
There's
has
no weird conversation going on here.
And yes, you do hang up. And we join Artie and Soren in this room. And Dawn steps in and she closes the door and walks over to the other side of the room and looks at both of you and waits briefly. Artie Soren stands very rigidly next to you.
Artie is going to hold her hand.
Yeah, she takes it, and you feel her for the first time, like, actually squeeze your hand, like a very human sort of emotion. And Dawn looks at both of you. Now, you two are very interesting. This is not something I expect. Because this has only happened once before. I'm curious as to why this anomaly, the two of you, have happened this time.
How did it go last time?
I'm sorry, I can't interfere with the possible results.
Do you remember? Are you sure you remember?
I do.
Hmm.
Which is why I have a new test for you. And Soren looks to you for a moment, Artie. No matter what happens, we both walk out of here fine.
Yeah, I don't actually know what she would do. I mean, it's just a test.
And Soren, there's almost an expression on her face where she looks worried. And she looks like she's going to say something. but she just quickly hugs you. We will both leave here fine.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I would rather she spends time talking to the two of us, because I think JD or Vestal or Dot would be a much better target for anything she's planning. And Coil's probably going to sneak up on her any second now and paddle her.
And she half chuckles, like half laughs. I always love how positive you are.
So the only thing I learned last time we went through all this is that it does not, there's no reason to give Adam, or probably, I'm going to say Dawn as a direct analog, give them any sort of satisfaction from their actions, because they really like it when you play their games. It made Adam really mad when we didn't do it last time.
And she lowers her voice to a whisper. Then what do we do?
Oh, I'm doing it right now. This is me making her upset, because she can hear all of these things, and I mean, she's not deaf or anything. She has to know that we're not taking her seriously.
And Soren nods, sort of withdraws back.
Hey, you know what is really important, since we're right here? And hey, Soren, I love you. This is the most important thing I can think of right now, and she doesn't expect it. This is the best distraction I can think of, to be frank.
And Soren freezes, and even Dawn like raises an eyebrow and stops and takes a step back.
Like that, right?
Soren looks to Dawn's expression and laughs. I love you too. And
I mean,
and she kisses you.
it happened!
And she stays there for a moment and then just hugs you really tightly.
Okay, we're gonna
play the game. Don't play the game.
No, we never play the game. We're fine. We're gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
And she holds your hand. Can we get tea after this?
Yeah, definitely. And everyone. Kirill, Tari, everyone.
Tea and cake. And she locks eyes with you for a very long moment before turning back to look at Dawn.
You were saying something about a test.
And Dawn actually catches herself from it. Yes, I'm going to need you to mute for a second. And she does that with her hand, and Soren is moving her mouth and nothing is coming out. And she turns to you, Artie, and is just mouthing words and nothing is coming out. It's almost like she's not sure that she can... She thinks you can still hear her. So, Artie. A relationship with a robot. Explain. This didn't happen before.
I don't know what happened before either. I don't know how to answer that question.
Why a robot?
No, not a robot. Why Soren? And the answer is because she's amazing.
And Dawn looks confused. I am confused. That is so intriguing this time. You see, I may have to kill one of you before you leave this room. And I promised I wouldn't lay a hand on any of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, simple as. And she sort of walks over, and it's almost like there's like a drawer comes out the side of the wall, and there is a gun in it. An old one that you've seen in like the antique shops, the ones that are banned from the use of the people of Eden. and she doesn't give it to you. She puts it in front of you on a table. Now, you can leave alive if you shoot her. I mean, she's a robot. Do you think she'd actually do the same for you?
Yeah, I know she would do the same thing for me. But also, why do I have to shoot anyone to leave this room? And I go over and Artie's going to try the doorknob.
Yeah, the door doesn't work.
Okay, so you locked a door and think that would make me shoot someone?
Well, the only way out is through me.
I have everything I need in this room. Soren's right there. I will just stay in this room.
And again, she smiles and tilts her head and thinks, interesting. This... You know you can build another one, right?
Sure. I mean, she can get another Artie. I know where she can do that.
And she pauses. It is different this time. And it's almost like she's talking to herself.
Listen, I don't like you, but I will help you if you need help. If you need somebody to explain to you how all this works, I learned it all from my friends. I can show you what it's...
I don't understand.
No, I mean, I can show you what it's like to be around other people and have a relationship with someone. I learned that from my friends, and it's confusing to you. I don't want to, but I mean, I will take that time.
And she genuinely pauses and is listening to you, because this is the first instance where this has never happened before. Roll an intellect check for me. It's like a form of persuasion.
All the advantages.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I have, I am putting into this. I'm putting in maximum effort.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using all the other words that mean stuff right now. There. And this. Now it wants me to know. I think I broke the thing now, because now it wants me to know what the difficulty is. Do I just put in 0? I'll just put in 0, no, unknown. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, so that was 1. Does not look like it went very well. Let me try that again.
Roll with
Do I get to apply
advantage
the... Does the effort count both times?
Yeah, I'm counting that for, because it's a separate, almost like a separate roll, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
There we go.
She pauses and stares at you for a very long time. And it's almost unnerving, because you don't see any shift on her face or anything like that. It's just like she's processing things. If anything, you just see her eyes move, like twitch from side to side, looking about the room. And you can tell Soren is slightly nervous by this as she takes another step in front of you. And Dawn pauses. I have no information on this situation. I don't know. What are you trying to say here?
No, I'm not. It's just that we can all just go out of this room. We can show you what we do. If you want to see what it's like. I mean, I never thought anybody would love me either, but I mean, I've got a family. You don't have to do this. You don't have to be alone.
You were not this brave last time.
I mean, I learn a lot every day.
Leave. You can see she's uncomfortable.
Okay,
Get
but
out.
someone's going with me.
Yes, fine. And she sort of unclenches her hand and she starts talking again, as if like she's been doing it all this time, been trying to see if you can hear her. But now you can hear everything again.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh,
Did you hear what I said?
I did.
Oh, I meant it all.
And she smiles. And again, still holding your hands. Shall we go then?
Yeah, let's go find our friends.
And you hear the lock on the door click as Dawn starts to sit down in the center of this room. And you can leave.
Hey, Dot. Not Dot, I'm sorry. Hey, Dawn. We're going to be out there. I'm serious. We really will help you.
And she closes her eyes for a moment, puts her hands over her ears. She's like, the voices are too loud. Just get out. And the door, she doesn't touch it, but it slams shut behind you. And JD, at this point, you can be coming down the corridor and you can literally just see Soren and Artie holding hands as this door is slammed on their faces.
Sortie! And she's gonna run down the hall. And Soren, Artie!
That's really clever. I like that. We should turn into Soren. We should do that.
Thanks, it was an accident. She's gonna throw her arms around them.
Hey, it's really good to see you. And I think I did something dumb.
What?
Yeah, I talked to Dot and I told her that if she wanted to come, like see how we live and what we're like as people and how we have relationships and stuff, that we would do that. Oh, and I kissed Soren. But I mean, I'm not going to say it. It seemed indelicate to say it really loud, but actually she kissed me. Yeah.
Okay.
Soren is actually by the door, like trying to test how much it's like, whether it's locked or something. She doesn't trust anything coming out of that room.
First, you're cute. Both of you. Second, Artie, I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, I mean, I thought more like I should probably check with Dot before I just say crazy stuff like this.
No. Okay, so third, we can't kill Dawn.
Why would I kill Dawn?
I that's exactly what I said, but like, not even Dot is gonna kill Dawn.
Okay, and you're not going to shoot her anymore, right?
No.
I understood the reaction, but
I'm not gonna shoot her. It was like just an impulse thing, and I wasn't trying to kill her. I just needed her to get away from us for a little bit, but shooting her is like hurting Vestal, and I'm not gonna do that again.
what?
I'm not gonna do that again.
What?
That doesn't make sense.
Dawn and Vestal are connected. Anything that you do to one of them affects all of them.
Is it a time thing?
I think it's like a alien race thing.
Hey, what?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
that's just my impression. There was a lot of like, you intrigue me, stuff coming from Dawn earlier, and so like, God, I'm just really glad I found you. Anyway, plan is don't kill her. Plan is incapacitate her, and because if we kill her, Eden is destroyed, and this time is different. Things are different this time.
And
Okay. How about this weird plan that we just tried in there? How about we all tell her we will show her how people do stuff? I mean, we could buy her noodles.
I'm not even shitting you right now. I would absolutely do that. I would absolutely buy Dawn noodles.
I have a feeling she's some sort of weird prisoner. I am really feeling like that. She reminds me very much of Adam, and in the same kind of like programmed to do something bad way.
No, I mean, we just learned when we talk to people, we make friends, right? Like, that's why Kirill and Tari are here.
Right.
Where are
Yeah.
they, by the way?
I'm sorry, but heavenly nervously eating in a dark basement.
It's not human flesh, I swear. There is so much.
Soren does walk over to you though, JD, and takes you immediately by the shoulders. Is just like, did she hurt you at all?
No,
Good point.
no, she didn't. I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you.
I mean, other than the fact that she, like, emotionally,
Okay, she screwed me up for like the past year, but that
it's weird.
It doesn't make any difference. I am here now and I am fine. I'm not panicking. I'm not anxious right now. I don't know exactly why, but I don't feel the need to be. I believe that we can save the world.
Yeah. I think, you know what I'm concerned about now is like, what kind of choices are we going to make as people? Because if we're doing this again tomorrow and the day after that, I mean, we can make this better.
I don't
Also,
know.
we are hearing in Discord from Heavenly, she has not been murdered in her basement. She is okay.
Just the quick
Thank
thing.
God.
Those eerie sounds were not like yeah. Zoom up. We'll be back soon.
Oh, wow,
I just felt like that was important based on all the context that we have going on for her.
Artie, I don't know what's different this time, but I feel like, I don't know. I was talking to Dawn earlier, and I feel like what's different this time is that I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't kill anyone to get here or to change this. I wouldn't even unkill someone, and I think that I don't know. I don't know what the catalyst is. I don't know how exactly this time is different. What elements changed that affected the whole thing, but I just have this certainty, this confidence. I would never kill someone at this point.
Right. So we were talking to Dawn, and she said that the sortie thing had not been a thing except once before, and she was very confused.
I like it. It's only once before, so this has happened, but not normally?
I got no details. I did not find out what that was supposed to mean, but everything I said about just treating her nicely, well, maybe not nicely, but like she was, a relevant person, it really, really messed up her thing. She was supposed to give me a test and make me make a choice, and she totally lost track.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm all for the noodles plan, honestly. If not killing her is something everyone's on board with anyway, like, I'm there, I'm sold.
If we give Vestal noodles, is it like giving her noodles?
Force feed people across time.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm having.
Vestal's had noodles before.
And at that point, you hear a crash. And Coil, you can kick out this this air vent plate, and RT, JD, and Soren sees this grate sort of fly across one side of the room and out to the other, and a paddle can come through. Describe how you climb out of this.
I kick the panel off, and then I just get in a crouching position like a frog, and I leap out. So when I leap out, I'm like, so when I land, I'm ready for battle.
That was what I was expecting.
Oh, hello. I assume Dot called all of you.
No.
We were muted at the time.
Oh, right. I don't even have a comm.
Barry hasn't had a comedy.
Every single
For
season.
like 6 episodes, guys. Jeez.
And most of last season too.
It's true. It's true.
Dot does not want us to kill Dawn.
Oh, we did get that memo, yes. Hey, how about we
Excellent.
take Dawn to noodles, Coil?
I have something that I need to do, and I cannot enjoy noodles. And I'm gonna walk past them and try and find a door.
Everyone can enjoy noodles. How can I help you enjoy noodles?
Build me a mouth. I don't know.
I'll work on it.
I just want to make a quick cut in as Bree to point out that every fucking time this season, these fucking family members of mine ignore my requests for fucking noodles, someone gets hurt. Remember this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it Dawn?
I can't.
Maybe that's the ultimate plan. We take Dawn for noodles and then bad things happen to her.
She's allergic to noodles and everything.
If any of you take Dawn for noodles,
Good.
throwing herself into the ocean.
Also, I'm also pointing out that Han said Zelda instead of Vestal.
Yeah,
They're
I
the same
totally
person.
did.
But come on. It's like... And Coil, you can march straight past them. Soren watches you go, and you can see what effectively, I guess, looks like a fire escape with steps that lead down. And you know
Kick
that
open the door.
down to the basement. Yeah, it swings open. You hear it hit the other side.
And then when it swings back really hard, I brace it and then I push it open a little more gently.
Yeah, you can do that. And you can head down the stairs towards the basement.
That was me going down the stairs.
Off I go. and yeah, you walk down those stairs and you get to the basement and you see a wide variety of medical equipment, but you do see at the far end of the room cryo chambers. You also see a section that has you can assume it's for possibly like patients' belongings and things like that, as it is bolted shut, and it's got a list of names on the door, and you can see Telemachus is on there.
Okay, I'm gonna break open. I'm gonna look at the lock, and I'm gonna say, if I had been given laser eyes, this would be much simpler. And then I'm gonna try and break open the lock with my knife arms.
Yeah, roll a might for me, please.
Yeah.
Do I have an advantage?
You do have an advantage, but I'm going to get you to use a disadvantage.
Wow.
If she uses one advantage and you use one disadvantage,
It cancels it out. So it's just a straight roll.
oh well, either way it's the 2. Heck.
Okay, you proper shining style through this door, and you can, as you hack at it, you don't quite get like the door handle or anything, but you can hack through the center of this door, like here's Coil style, and sort of start having to rip apart the door really to get in rather than open it.
Okay, as soon as there's a hole big enough for me, I'm gonna shimmy through.
Yep, you can. And it's almost like a cloakroom. And you see lots and lots of lockers, all with like padlocks on. And you can see a list of names, and you can see that Telemachus is lock 37.
Well, isn't that interesting? I go over. What are some of the other names?
You can see Dawn.
Mm.
You can see a wide variety of names, just sort of.
Can you say some of the names for me?
Yeah, I can. Bob, Richard, like Christopher. I don't know. I'm gonna go through.
Timothy!
Okay, so this is a mixed gender institution.
I could throw Crowbar in there, but then I don't think he'll like me for that.
How close? What number is Dawn?
38.
Okay, I will go to both of them then, and I will, because I have 2 hands. Are they like lockers?
Yeah, they're like lockers.
I'm gonna grip one lock in each hand and pull. Try and break them.
Might check, please.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you effectively rip these locks off of here. You rip them off, and the doors just like swing open on their hinges. And there is these 2 lockers. In Telemachus's, you can see a leather jacket, a backwards cap. Just because it's you, Coil, there is a NASA onesie in there.
And what's in Dawn's locker?
In Dawn's, there is a small notebook with a silver tree on it. It's an empty notebook, there's nothing in it. And what almost looks like a key charm. Just like like a key charm, like a key ring.
Okay. I'm gonna put on the onesie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna put on the jacket. And I'm gonna put on the baseball hat. And then I'm gonna take the keychain, the key charm, and put it in my jacket pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the notebook. I'm gonna put it in my other jacket pocket. Is there a watch fitting the description that Dot gave me?
There is. As you move the jacket aside, you feel in the pocket this watch, this wristband is quite clunky, but you feel it there.
I'm gonna take the watch and I'm gonna put it inside my jumpsuit.
Okay.
It's backward facing. The hat, obviously.
That's how it's always been worn. And you head back upstairs, or?
I'm gonna turn and march out, and I assume that I'm marching past everyone.
You can walk up the stairs, and you can...
I wasn't sure if they had followed me down.
Would you have followed Coil, Marty, and JD? Oh, well, then you can walk straight past them back up the stairs.
Oh, okay. Are we going back now? Okay.
I am going to find Dot. I need to give her something that she requested. I assume that she gave you all tasks as well. I assume that we will all be reunited shortly for the end of the world, or perhaps the beginning of it.
Yes, but what if we do the noodles plan?
I do not know what this noodle plan is. I would first like to check in with Dot.
Okay, but Dot's gonna say no.
I open my panel. Do you know where Dot is?
I don't know where Dot is.
Can I send them the information that I have?
Yeah, in like a message. Yeah, you can send it in a message. And also, you have all realized suddenly that Coil is very much kitted out in all this gear again.
I think
JD, I am sending you the coordinates.
I think it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
No, when it comes to taking oh, I'm not muted. No! Dot will throw herself into the Atlantic Ocean or the Eden Ocean or whatever ocean is nearest.
This is all I know. I was really looking forward to killing Dawn, but Dot requested that I do not. And so instead, I will get Dot what she needs to do whatever she wants to do, and maybe, if I'm lucky, she will let me kill Dawn at the end of it.
Okay. No, you're right. I'm gonna stick to what Dot suggested, but I do want to keep Noodles as like a plan B.
What did Dot tell you to do?
I'm getting a cryo chamber ready.
For what purpose?
For Dawn.
She wants to put Dawn in the cryo chamber.
Yeah.
I reach into my onesie and I pull out the watch and I hold it up for JD. Do you know what this is?
A watch?
Does it look like blisters?
Yeah, it looks very similar to blisters. It's very chunky though. It's a big, like, clunky version. It looks to be like maybe a prototype.
Yeah. I think I might have an idea.
I don't know what it is.
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the time travel-y stuff. But it doesn't matter. Coil, I said I wouldn't use it.
Well, perhaps you do not need to use it. Either way, Dot wants it for something.
Okay.
Why do you not want to use it?
Because I don't want to change anything. I think we're doing this right. I don't want to go back and undo anything or affect any change. I think everything is how it needs to be.
You think Dot's plan is to go back in time and try and change things?
I don't know.
But if that were the plan, you would disagree with it.
Yes.
Maybe we should all
Knowing...
go-
I'll stop talking as soon as Artie starts to talk, and I'll turn to him.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks. Maybe we should all just go to Dot and find out.
We could call her.
We're gonna have to do this all together.
Right, but she wanted us to be here, and before we go find her, she wanted to meet us here. Before
Oh.
we go find her, we should call her.
Right. This is because nobody ever calls me. Okay.
Right now, I'm
That's because
simply
you
curious.
never have a way for people to call you.
You could
Because you
call
don't have a cell
You
phone.
know Windows, Artie.
Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna try to do that less.
That's a good plan. And JD is like dialing Dot on the.
No, wait, before you call Dot.
Okay.
Oh my god, why do you hate me so much?
And don't hate you. I'm just a Coil/I am in. JD, if you could go back and change everything that's happened, all of the trauma that you all have endured, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
That does not make any sense to me.
Coil, you're holding the exact thing that I could use to change everything. I'm not going to. I'm not going to change a thing. That's... yeah, it's weird. It sucks that Crowbar died. It sucks that so many people in Eden were affected by the cold, and Adam Watson being a screwy jackass. I wish with all my heart that I had never killed that man. But I wouldn't undo it. I wouldn't undo any of it.
Because you feel all of those choices have brought you all together.
They
To
brought
this
us
moment.
together, Coil. All of us.
You feel comfortable making that decision for others, not knowing where the past has led them.
I feel...
You are satisfied where you are in this moment, and that is enough. That the past is not worth changing for everyone who is affected by Adam and what he did.
People learn from the past, Coil. It's what makes futures better.
You don't know that for everyone who lived the past.
No, I don't. But I
Coil.
believe it.
I hate Adam Watson. I will always hate him. But I'm grateful for the fact that I know you. I'm grateful for the fact that I live with a wonderful family. I'm grateful for my cafe. I'm grateful for the noodles and the noodle guy. No, maybe not everyone would make the same decision. I can't speak for all of Eden, but I can tell you that I feel so confident. Not comfortable with the past. I will never be comfortable with the past. I'm always going to have nightmares. I will always remember what it was like to shoot that person I didn't even know. It was self-defense, and it doesn't matter. That's going to haunt me. Comfortable is not a word I can use to describe where I'm at right now. But I am confident. I'm confident that this is the timeline we need to be in. I'm confident that this had to happen. And I'm confident that if we go back, we could destroy Eden.
I mean, I could be wrong, but doesn't it seem like the problem is the fact that we keep going back?
I think it could be part of it.
I mean, it doesn't go away unless we stop.
For whatever reason, I kept going back. And Eden kept ending. Eden kept falling. My family fell. Everyone fell. But apparently, me and Soren. So I'm not gonna go back this time. I don't think anyone should. And if I have to tell Dot that myself, I will.
You should probably do that.
Call me. Call me. Call your mom. Please call your mom. Mom's
Call-
calling.
Can I call Dot now?
Made your mother worry. I think you should.
You've made your mother worry.
I'm gonna tuck the watch back into my onesie.
Mm-hmm. And you can call Dot.
Okay, I call Dot.
Have you found the cryo chamber? Hello?
Yes. But what does this watch have to do with your plan?
Telemachus is going to send Dawn far, far, far away, where she can't hurt anyone, and she can't be hurt to destroy Eden. We have to get rid of her in the most humane way possible. I'm guessing you found Coil? Does Coil have the watch?
Coil has the watch. We have a cryo chamber.
And it's in the basement. I am sending, and she looks to Vestal. I am sending Vestal with Telemachus now to get things set up. I'm going to go take care of Dawn.
Dot. Are you okay to do that on your own?
When it happens, Vestal is going to fall, and I cannot leave her unattended. She needs to be with all of you to make sure she is safe. And Telemachus has almost been knocked out too many times to do it on her own. She can't walk for very long, and I can't carry both of them, so I have to. I have to save my friends and family.
You never have to be alone.
Well, I think that's what's different this time, is I know I'm not. I've learned that I'm not.
So, do you want to be a mage or a fighter?
Okay,
I can show
I'll
you
have
how
a
to be a shield.
cryo chamber ready and... Dot. I love you.
I love you too. She'll hang up and then turn to face Vestal to see what her facial reaction is.
I trust you for a lot of things, Dot. But I really don't trust Dawn. For
Vestal,
good reason.
you have to think about this. She's going to wind me up. And there's only one way she can do that. And it's you. You are my greatest vulnerability in this world. I've never cared so much about anyone or anything. And I need you to be safe with all of the people I love. Because I love you. And I need to make sure that this works.
Fine.
Thank you.
If you don't come back, I'm going to be very angry. You know that?
Well, I promised you dinner after we survive this. I don't like to go back on my promises.
Good. And don't keep me waiting.
I won't. Now go.
She's gonna grab Telemachus by the arm and kind of walk slowly. You know where we're going, right, Telemachus?
And she just sort of gives a lolling nod, like, yep, I got it. Just forward, then left. I'll direct you, it's fine.
Down. Just go down.
She's gonna begin to start walking away and then turn back. I love you too.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon. And to start walking off with Telemachus.
Dot, what are you doing?
Once Dot is completely alone, she's going to start making her way back to Dawn's prison.
Can get there. You walk down those corridors, you pass each and every one of those doors, and then you see that glass one, the one she stepped through. See Dawn's room.
Dot still has the keys of entry that she took from the unconscious secretary, so she's going to go in.
You can.
Is there anything in here?
There's a bed, all the sort of the standard things. Otherwise, she doesn't look to have any unique clothing. You can guess that's probably been taken away or stored somewhere. You do see a small pendant on the side, silver tree, Eden engraved on the back, and New Beginnings also engraved on the back.
Dot's gonna take it. She'll pocket it, and she'll just kind of like sit on Dawn's bed for a while. And out loud she'll say, if I was an egotistical alien, where would I be hiding in a facility? Anything?
Nothing.
Where
The
is
first time it's completely silent. And then you hear footsteps down the corridor.
Okay. She'll actually walk out of the room and see who's in the hall.
You see Dawn walking down the hallway.
Hello, Dawn.
Hello. And she walks past you into her room.
She'll follow her in. You're wounded.
I am.
Did the bullet go all the way through?
Yes. It's fine, I get it out every time.
That's fine. That's not what I'm concerned about. Let me see.
And she's very motionless, like she doesn't show pain, she doesn't show upset, but she doesn't stop you from approaching. She doesn't invite you, but she doesn't stop you from approaching.
She's gonna move her like big like hospital thing off to the side to see her shoulder. How does it look?
It looks pretty bad. It doesn't look like a blood loss, death-defying sort of whatever, but it probably causes a lot of pain, but she's not wearing that on her face.
I'm going to ask you to take a painkiller.
Why?
Because if you do, the feeling Vestal will feel it and she won't hurt as much.
Okay. And she holds out her hand.
And she takes one. It's not super strong as to where she'll immediately drift off. It's not like her sedative, but it is a painkiller that should affect that as well as the pain in her neck.
And she takes it. She doesn't
How-
drink or anything. She literally just takes
Gross.
it.
Can't. Let me know when that kicks in.
You really are all so interesting. I wasn't lying when I said that. I created a world to hold people, to keep people safe, actually.
How did Telemachus come into that?
She was my partner on the ship on Eden. My science lab companion.
So did she land here and you two began to work together?
We worked together. We brought up the first children together.
Do you
Oh.
love Telemachus?
No. I hate her with everything that I have. Because
Why?
she wouldn't let me play God. I created you all, so therefore I have every right, correct? Give life, take it away.
No, you are not correct.
Eden spread faster and further than we thought. I didn't expect to land on my home planet when we did.
Was it always supposed to land on your home planet?
No, we crash landed. I didn't know where we were going. It was an exploration mission. Find diseases, find cures for them so that the human race back on Earth could never suffer.
So
But
you
humans
joined-
are cruel. We built a sanctuary for them and they all started killing each other, fighting each other.
Yes. You're right. Humans are cruel. But I'd say you are as well. Has that pain medication kicked in yet?
Getting there.
Why do you want me to kill you, Dawn? You said it.
I want you to end Eden. And then I can stop hearing every single voice in it.
Do you hear the voices of Eden?
I hear everything. When you create something when it's part of you, you hear it all. People do not deserve this shelter I created. If I end Eden, they can venture out on their own.
And start
Past the edge, into the beyond.
into the world you were born in.
Correct.
It's interesting, Dawn. Do the voices get louder as more people come?
It can be overwhelming. I can barely hear you now. You're like a whisper as I sit under an ocean of noises.
Do you sleep?
No. I can't. I haven't slept in a very long time.
Have you tried all methods available?
It's still quite restricted here, even though I can walk in and out some things, the things I've created. Therefore, there's not much of an effect on me. I just want to sleep.
Dawn, I thought I hated you. And I'm sure you can give me thousands of reasons to hate you.
I can.
So why aren't you?
I'm tired. I've done this so many times. I've had to live through each one. Normally, I can wind you up very easily. Just kill one of your friends, that normally sets you off. Or talk about your parents, or I could go on.
Go on. I'm curious.
For once, I'm not.
Dawn, can I ask you what happened to my parents? What happened to the matron? Truly.
Do you want to know about the matron, or do you want to know about your parents?
Both. You're the only one who would know.
The matron was a friend of your parents. She was clever. You were clever. She could provide more for you than they could. It was suggested to them. They disagreed. Killed them. Simple. I will say I'm sorry that you were robbed of that form of childhood.
That's okay.
And she pauses. I could not risk everything on you.
Right. Because I'm the one who has to kill.
Siblings are alike. You have siblings out there. I had to give them each a different parent, like a test, see how they grow, see how they mature together. You were the one that came out on top. You're the one Adam Watson found first.
The others, are they out there?
They're not dead, Dot. And she sort of sits back on the bed and lays down.
Dawn,
Yes.
I would like to help you sleep.
Then help me sleep.
Dot is going to go over to her. She's going to take the 2 sedatives that she has from the clinic that she has made. I'm going to inject the first one into the veins in your wrist so it begins to affect your body slowly, and then I'm going to inject the last one into your jugular directly. They will not kill you.
It would be bad if they did.
It would be very bad if they did. And she's going to inject the first one.
Can you roll me an intellect check, please? You don't need very high, you're specialized in this.
That super doesn't matter. I'm using my advantage.
Hey, Alice, can I give her my natural 20?
No need.
Oh, I'm not going to use it for anything.
I would say if you want to do it for the one I put into her jugular, I will take it happily.
Nope. That's fine,
you want-
thanks.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
On that, you can do both like that. On that
Perfect.
roll.
She will then give her both sedatives. And these beds, are they like firmly planted or do they have like wheels like hospital beds do?
No, they are firmly planted. These ones. And dawn slowly starts to drift off. That gem in the center of her forehead glows brightly. It's getting quieter, and her eyes close.
Dot is going because Dot's not very strong, but she knows where a wheelchair is. She's going to try and gently get the sheets unfurled from the bed and slowly gurney style, because that's something she does know how to do, gurney her to the floor, and she's going to pull the sheets to the waiting room and put her in the wheelchair. Is JD's partners in there still?
They were in the waiting room. They were locked in.
Yeah. Well, that's where Dot's trying to go to see if she can get in there with a wheelchair.
And you can. The doors now all seem to be unlocked. Everything is unlocked. In fact, all the doors are open.
Listen, I know you don't like me.
He raises an eyebrow. Well, at least you open the door.
But I don't dislike you anymore. She ignores him. And I would like you to help me put this woman in that wheelchair, so we can send her somewhere where she doesn't have to feel the pain she does anymore.
And he nods. As you wish. And he walks over. And he will pick her up very, very easily.
Yeah, I assumed he'd be stronger than I am.
And he will follow you.
We must go quickly. I don't know how long the sedative will last. And I need to get her into a cryo chamber. Hopefully my friends are ready with it and trusted the best of the best. Because my friends are the best of the best.
And Vestal, whilst this is happening, you feel very sleepy, very drowsy. You don't pass out or anything, but you and Telemachus are a bit of a mess right now, as neither of you.
We're like drunk walking down a hall.
I hope to
You're like Octodad. You're like Octodad.
I tried so hard to get her talking long enough to get them at least somewhere close. She was stalling on purpose.
You can be, and Vestal, so JD, Artie, and Coil, you can see Vestal at the top of this set of stairs. With Telemachus clinging on. They're sort of both holding onto one of the banisters each.
JD runs up the stairs. Vestal, I am so sorry I shot you. I'm really sorry I shot you.
It's okay. I just... Please take Telemachus. I have to go back for Dot.
Oh, no you don't.
No, let's do that. Let's just all do that.
No, you have work to do.
No.
Oh, I'm not muted again.
She's
Shit.
entrusting you with the bracelet and the cryo chamber. There's nothing I can do there.
She's not entrusting me with either of those things. How about you and I just go?
You have to stay with Soren.
Soren could probably go too.
It is true. And she sort of looks over at both of you.
Plus, she's way stronger. She'll be able to carry you.
You look as though you need the support.
JD will look over at Artie and just whisper, noodles.
Yeah, you got this.
And Vestal, you just feel Soren pick you up. Like, there's no argument, there's no nothing. She just picks you up.
Yeah, I feel better about this already.
You can't.
I very much can. I am not just a robot. I have free will. Artie said so.
I didn't even have to say so. I mean,
But
And
remember,
she sort of laughs.
I also have boundaries.
Not
Ooh,
when you are this unwell.
And if you keep holding me like this, I might actually fall asleep. I need to keep walking and moving. So,
well, we're definitely just going straight to Dot.
yes, but only I'll know where Dot is.
May I make a
Yeah.
compromise? I will put you down if I can hold on to your shoulders.
Is something going on?
What I miss? Oh my god. What I miss? Oh my god.
You're fine.
You can both trust me to do this.
No, we're just coming for support.
Hey, Vestal,
Yeah?
I love you. Also, would not let you leave here alone.
You're bleeding kind of a lot.
Vestal's going to take a very, very deep breath and look at the door that she came in, and she's going to bolt with her far step.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just before she leaves, she's just going to say, "I'm sorry." And she's going to take off in the direction that she last
Mm-hmm. You
saw
can bolt.
Dot.
JD just looks at Artie and Soren like, you're still gonna go after her, right?
I don't know. Soren, are we still going to follow her?
And Soren, for the first time ever, you see her shrug and start walking up the stairs after, but at no real pace.
Pretty is going at the same pace.
My cat is so chill right now. Sorry.
So the part of Dawn is being played by Hildy.
And Vestal, where are you running?
First, I'm going to the last place that me and Dot were talking.
Mm-hmm. You can head there. And
Immediately, I'm going to try and use the same technique as I did to find Dot, or to find Dawn, to locate where Dot is.
Okay. Can you roll for me, please?
I can, and I will roll. I think I have two more advantages.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use that. A 3.
Okay, you can't sense exactly, but you can sense the general direction.
Can I deduct that about where she is?
Yeah, you can probably deduct it more than anything, and you can sprint off in that direction. And Dot, you can hear footsteps running towards you, and Kirill, like, Vestal, you come skidding around the corner, and the first thing you actually see is Kirill carrying Dawn, and then Dot behind.
Vestal, what are you doing? You're just
Telemachus,
gonna run over there to like.
Telemachus, I got her to the cryo chamber.
Okay, and why are you not sitting down? Some of the strongest sedatives in all of Eden are coursing through your kind of veins.
I feel fine. I'm just a little sleepy, but I mean, as long as I stay on my feet and keep the blood running, I should be okay.
Kirill, keep going and walk as quickly as you can. Is anyone
Vestal's-
coming with you?
They tried. They really did. But I'm a lot faster than them.
You jump on one flying car and you think you're faster than, I'm guessing, the sky bike.
Yeah, I mean, I at least got a head start.
We'll head in that direction. If Soren is coming, we can get Dawn there quickly. Now you come. Take my hand. I swear, if you fall, because you are being too difficult,
I won't fall.
Besides, I thought you said you trusted me.
I do trust you. But I also said I didn't trust Dawn. And look. You did it.
Dawn's not bad.
It's just difficult, right?
No. She's something I relate to more than anything. She's tired.
Well, I understand that right now. Maybe not the same type of tired. Maybe not the same type of tired.
We can rest. Very easy if we succeed. I'll keep walking. Kirill, you can walk ahead of us. If you see Soren or anyone who has magic flying capabilities, please pass Dawn off. She needs in that chamber immediately and frozen before she wakes up. The voices come back. I don't know if she'll be able to be calmed down again. I'll walk with Vestal.
And you can walk. And you can walk down to the basement where those cryo chambers are, where your family is. And you see Kirill laying Dawn in this cryo chamber. And Telemachus is looking at Coil, just sort of slightly outgoing, the bracelet, the thingy, the thing with the whoosh, like she's like really out of it now.
Oh no.
I take it out of my onesie and I hand it over.
And she looks over to you, JD, and passes it to you. Fix it to the cryo chamber. I'm going to walk you through it. Okay?
Okay. Are we sure this is the best plan?
JD, there are a lot of plans and there are a lot of options and there are a lot of timelines. There have been timelines where she has killed one of you in order to irritate me, in order for me to kill her. She'll show me mysteries of my past that I've long awaited to know, just for me to freak out and kill her. She has done a million things for the sole purpose of dying. It's because she wants freedom and peace and silence. And that is the only way she knows how to achieve it. If we send her so far into the future that there is perhaps nothing left, if you send her back far enough into where the world is near combustion, she will survive and it will be quiet. Send her somewhere peaceful. Let her be free. So we can all be free.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't be harder than brain surgery.
Ha, funny. And JD will turn back to finish working on the cryo chamber.
And Telemachus is walking you through it. But her hands are too shaky to do it herself, but she walks
It's okay,
you
I've
through
got
it.
this.
Telemachus does stand up and takes a pendant off from around her neck, almost identical to the one that you found, Dot, and places it in the cryo chamber with Dawn. Sleep well, friend. I'll see you on another time. And she closes the door herself. And she puts a protein bar in there for when if she wakes up, like she's done for everyone. And she looks to you, JD. Set it to go. She'll be fine.
JD does as she says, sets everything to go. And send Dawn away to be safe and to be free.
And there is very much a flash of light, just like when Blister arrived, that green and that white together. as this cryo chamber disappears. Everything is still. You can all leave the basement, and you can walk up these stairs and towards the front of this hospital, where there is a huge glass window which looks out over the ocean, beyond the edge, to the further reaches of the real Eden. And the landscape is vast. There are mountains, there are forests, landscapes you have never ever seen before. And it starts to rain. It's 2 p.m., but it's not Eden that's raining this time. Is there anything you would like to do as you all stand there?
Give Dot a hug.
Yes. Hug is a for sure. Dot does want to.
I'm still hazy as
Yeah,
well.
hazy, like, oh, Dot. Dot does want to turn to Telemachus, though, before we leave.
She's sort of hanging off of JD a little bit.
The necklace that you put into the cryo chamber, what was that?
We got one, everyone in the lab, when we first set off from Earth. Such a long time ago now. Back in the 60s. It was a symbol of freedom, new beginnings, and life. I wanted her to have it because that's where she's going now.
Did the thing that she gave to Dawn look like the little charm?
It did.
I'll take that because I'm still wearing her clothes. I'm not going to give her clothes back. But I take the charm out of the pocket of the jacket and I will extend it to her palm up.
Dot's gonna fish hers out as well.
And as you hold it out to Telemachus Coil, she actually closes your hand over it. Keep it. Start again. It symbolizes new beginnings. Do it.
I have had too many new beginnings. I prefer to just keep going.
Maybe instead of a new beginning, Coil, you can just continue growing with us. We're not new. Really nothing to forge ahead at this point. Unless you want to help me find some missing siblings.
You have siblings?
Turns out, yes, I'm apparently far superior, but yes, apparently I have siblings. But I don't think I'll be able to find them on my own.
Yes. I suppose I could help.
I'd be grateful. And until then, maybe you can stay at the apartment. Maybe we can teach you how to eat noodles. Only if you want.
I think that sounds just fine for now.
Of course, for now.
And Telemachus sort of slumps down, sits down, not collapsing, but just sitting and watching as this rain falls. And Vestal, what are you doing?
I'm still trying to shake off whatever sedatives.
Ooh, Dot.
Hands start to shake it off a bit. You don't feel the effects of it, but you feel very cold. But like chilly. More like you need to put a jumper on.
It's not cool for anyone else, is it? Oh, right.
It'll probably last for a while.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing I layer. Oh, wait, you just said that you had family.
We can talk about it over dinner. Vestal.
I would love to talk about it over dinner. We gotta make it back first.
We've got a weird boat guy.
We got a weird boat guy.
Probably owe him an apology.
Do you need any help making an apology?
Gonna need your help making a lot of apologies in the next few months, probably. Been mean to a lot of people.
In all fairness, the world was kind of ending. Can't blame you entirely.
Probably not. But I think it goes a little bit farther than that. We can talk about it over dinner.
Hey, I was really, really stressed out and kind of feeling not so good about letting you leave. But hey, I love you. I know I said that really weird when I left, but yeah. That felt really good to say.
Yeah, are you still a little hazy?
I would very much like to sleep.
Well, before you go to sleep, I love you too. I will always love you. For as long as my non-alien life will allow me.
Just kind of look up at the gem and tap it. Oh yeah.
We're gonna have you sit down now, okay?
Yeah, I think it's getting better. Doesn't seem like it's getting any better. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Productive.
Yeah.
Kirill stands there and looks out over this scene. So can someone actually tell me what the hell happened?
I push him into the sea.
Make a might check.
I don't do it. I think about it though.
Renee would gripe. Yeah, it's a really long story, but hey, if you make it to the cafe, we could tell you everything. You have my number.
I do. And I would like to try cake. I've never had cake.
Definitely worth trying cake.
And he holds a hand out to shake it. I promise I will come try cake.
JD will shake
Looks
firmly.
like we got a new friend.
Would anyone like to say anything else?
I really miss the apartment.
And Soren holds Artie's hand and looks to him. Tea?
Yeah, I need some tea.
And Soren looks back at everyone else. Cake?
Cake.
I would love to eat some fucking cake.
Coil, you're going to love cake. And you can all turn and walk away from the edge and go home. And very much like last season, you can eat cake. And that is the end of Eden.
Eden season 3. It's coming.
Eden.
Eden.
We did it, fam. We beat the Eden 2 game.
In the most Eden way possible.
You could say the enemy was there since the dawn of time.
Oh my gosh. That name was no way intentional.
Oh. I just picked up on that now.
You got this, Zelda. You got this.
I'm smart.
I'm so proud of you.
Love you.
But yes, the slightly different thing before we wrap up today is I'd love to go around everyone and just maybe say either your favorite part of this season or maybe even this episode or whatever it is you want. So for the last time, I will say we will start with the very lovely Hans, who is very lovely.
I still appreciate being called lovely every week. My favorite part has got to be Dotstall. I mean, it opened up the floodgates for all sorts of craziness in a very good way, and I love it, and it's the best. And it's so mean of you to make me choose between my children like this, Alice, between like Dotstill and J.3, and Coil, who's just amazing with no assistance, right? I mean, yeah.
Coil
stick with
has
that.
so much.
Why is Spoiled just like the best ever? Oh yeah, it's because Heavenly plays them.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. And then we're going to hop down to Zelda.
Hi. I want to say that also my favorite part is kind of some of like the Coil stuff, the shenanigans, the paddling, the Rebecca part, or the Rachel part.
Rebecca.
Is it Rebecca? God damn it!
It's definitely Rebecca.
Rachel is.
I was right the first time.
Which of your friends is named Rebecca or Rachel that you're picking on?
I don't know. I just don't want her to be attacked by a robot and then have a
Coil's
TV dropped on her.
paddled both a Rebecca and a Rachel, so is it really worth
Those are-
distinguishing?
Those
Did
are
we
very
learn those
common
subjects
dad names.
Because I mean, that could be it.
I truly did like the relationship aspect of this this season. I'm not gonna lie. And Sortie, this episode, Sortie, Artie, Hans.
Alice. Alice.
Alice. Wonderful.
You did it.
My
You
heart
really did
melting.
the thing.
And now,
I think that's it.
yeah. And then we're going to hop over to Heavenly, who I just want to say, I'm really glad a ghost didn't steal you away from us in the basement at any point. When Zoom crashed, I thought it happened. Yeah.
The ghost coming. It's. I think it's impossible to say what my favorite part of this is or was. I feel so thankful that I was even brought back after my character was murdered by Alice. Just a reminder for everyone, Alice did murder my character in the first season.
You
but to
asked
be
for
fair,
it.
I asked for it. I did. She did say to me, "Do you just want to leave, or do you want your character to be killed?" And I said, "Kill me, Alice. Kill me. Look me in the eye and
And
kill
the
me."
reputation it has given me since. You're the only PC I've ever killed. And literally the reputation I've got since for that.
That makes me feel actually really good. Yeah, I mean, my favorite has always been you all and our group message that we keep going throughout the week, and Zoom chat, and just the way that just as our strange little weird broken characters came together in Eden, it feels like we have also come together in the real world, and I really appreciate that.
I'm so glad. And then we're gonna hop over now. Bree, breathe. You did breathe in this episode.
I did.
Character development.
Character development, and that's the thing. Like Heavenly said, it's hard to think of a favorite, because I think back to all the screaming and the yelling, and of course I still scream and I still yell, because God forbid I can't not. Just the entire series has been such a whirlwind of emotions and feelings that have developed, not only between all of these like characters, but these people, and we've been able to do something really amazing together. And it's been fun watching, you know, the Noodle Girl, the scrap robot from a deceased scrapper, a shut-in, and then I guess technically another shut-in who works at a shop, and then the angry doctor who thinks she can control everything. Watching them change and grow, but also getting to spend so much time with a group of people and become so close to them and really consider them Eden fam, but also fam, has just really been something amazing. And the series has done something really special for me.
I'm so glad. And last, but by certainly not means least, Renee.
Hi. So I
Don't start.
I know I'm gonna start because I didn't cry this whole episode because JD was in a really good place and I sobbed in the episode before, so there's literally no reason I made it through this entire episode without crying, except that JD was like rocking it, yo. But now is the hard part. Now it's the hard part where Renee is gonna cry because, like everyone said, this is family. And like, it's so funny how the game brought them all together like family, and I count on these people so much, and I hope they can count on me, and I would do just anything I could for them. And I'm so grateful for the 2 seasons we've gotten to spend together. I'm so glad that we found each other. I'm so glad for the messages that we have. I'm so glad for the ships that we set sail this season, because they're all amazing, and we better be back for season 3 so we can see JD actually get into hers. And the other good thing is the podcast, because I don't have to, like, this isn't the last thing I'm doing with these folks. And we're gonna be like working together and continuing to create something that I believe is really beautiful. So, yeah, see, losing it. You're all amazing, and I love you all so much. Thank you for this incredible game, and I can't wait for Edenfall. And 3 didn't, because duh.
Yeah.
I love you, Renee.
I love you too.
We did it, guys. We defeated Adam Watson. We defeated that scary woman who closed the file folder.
Yeah, we did.
We defeated all of the enemies. We were able to eat cake, and we were able to save all of the AIs we wanted to.
Oh god damn, and I'm an alien.
Yeah, that's definitely.
It's a lot.
JD has partners, she just doesn't know it yet.
And I guess that leaves me. And first of all, I want to say thank you to this group, because this was a whirlwind idea. It's the first game I wrote from scratch. I just had an idea, and then I sat in a car for 4 hours. And somehow, actually, I think I was ill because I had a fever, and I was like, hey, what if this crazy idea happens? But all of you really made it. like really made it. And like Renee just having JD basically be Renee, the chirpy self, keeping everyone together and all that sort of thing. Vestal turning into the best mum / grandma of the group, and having Dot be that angry little doctor that couldn't help pull out a flamethrower, couldn't help pull out a gun or something, and just so much hate for Adam Watson.
So much hate for Adam Watson.
There will always be hate for Adam Watson.
Not
And-
for Dawn, but for definitely Adam Watson.
Adam Watson. And for Artie just being both adorable, but again, I think seeing a lot of development in every single character in this. And I've just realized my first on-screen romance, so there you go. And
It's my first too.
Wow, this is so cool.
and I stress this every time, Coil climbing the wrong fucking building
So good.
Beating the shit out of some dude.
is my absolute favorite, because Coil climbs the wrong building. You stealth it, you put on a onesie, you get past everyone, you climb that elevator shaft, you burst in through that room, interrupt a family dinner, paddle the dad, mop the table, go next door and liberate a microwave. And I think that is one of the best things ever.
Ever. I'm so glad you came back to join us for another season.
Yeah,
Evan.
we couldn't not ask
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I remember saying to everyone, and to Adam, not Adam Watson, don't freak out, to Scrat, saying, we need Heavenly back
Oh yeah.
to see if Heavenly is available, because we need to make this happen. And I'm so glad it happened. And I love every single person on this screen. I absolutely adore them. They are my family. I adore them completely. And we will play together again at some point, because we can't not. And the ridiculous memes and birds with legs will continue. Heavenly is the first person to make me cry on screen with laughter because of the Keanu Reeves meme,
Oh, it's so good.
which I have so much love for. But otherwise, thank you, chat, as well, for being along on this journey. Also, one of my personal achievements, which I feel like I can say, and I'm really happy, is that I made you fear a name. I made you fear the name Adam Watson, and I'm kind of pleased about that. But otherwise, we'd love to hear what you think in the Discord. We'd love to hear your favorite bits. And don't worry, this group will absolutely play together again at some point, because we adore it. So this is the end of Eden, and I love everyone so much. And a huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors in the form of Bird in the Storm and Mayhem Press. And keep evoking emotions, and we will see you later. Bye.